All right, everyone, welcome. It is Sunday today, and I hope that your Sunday is doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in to watch this video. In this video, I will present to you one company that I think most of you know. In fact, maybe some of you used this company to go on a cruise because that's what they do, all right? And they're not small and they're not trash. They're actually, multi-billion-dollar company. They had over $4 billion last year, over four and a half, I think. We'll look at it. They operate 90 cruise ships globally, in Europe, in the US and stuff. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So and they're going public. And do not be some people are like, oh no, and an initial public offering, an IPO, who cares, run away. I know 98% of IPOs this year have been trash, but this trash IPOs were the $4 cheap, what do you expect? They're always horrible. You'll get lucky if you get some of them to pop on day one, but this is not a $4 trash cheap IPO. This is a legit, well-established, powerful company in the cruising business, a rival of Norwegian Cruise Lines, a rival of Carnival, and one could say maybe they're the third best, or they're in the top three, right? So we'll look at that. Now, before I get to that, guys, I want to show you something pretty cool. So over on my Discord yesterday, I had called PEGY, PEGY. Right? I don't know if you want to call it that. I call it PEGY. All right, so I had called PEGY a buy. What's actually cool about it is that I got lucky in a way. I mean, I expected it to move up, and it did, and it moved just exactly where I wanted, and then it went down. So it was pretty cool. Basically, what had happened is, so we'll take it, in order. On my Patreon, during early pre-market hours, I gave them this post, and I told my members PEGY at current 7 cents in pre-market is a good day trade only opportunity, right? Just a day trade for quick in and out to sell at 10 cents. So they knew right away before anything would occur that, okay, I think it's good to get in at 7 cents, get out at 10 cents, nothing more than that, right? And it worked exactly like that. Depending on what you put, you made. 3 hours after that, 4 hours after, what was it? I said, all right, guys, just to update you guys, I had gotten in at 8 cents instead of 7 cents. I could have gotten in at 7 cents, but whatever. So 8 cents, and I sold at 10 cents. Now, I want to mention this because people are confused, and maybe you who are watching and you're not even in my Discord or my Patreon might say, wait a second, when did this ever hit 10 cents? It actually did. It actually did, guys. And sometimes a stock can move up to a certain price, right, to the highest price of that day. And if you look at it in the chart later, it will never show. Like, for example, if you look at a stock on Google and you type, I don't know, ABC stock, and Google will show you the stock chart of that stock. It doesn't actually show you exactly how it moved that day, just general, believe it or not. And on Webull, the same thing, or Interactive Brokers and so on. But it did hit 10 cents, guys. Here's proof of that. When you look at right here, it hit 10 cents. This was offered by one of my members to show everybody else, which was pretty cool. So it did. It hit 10 cents. What can I do? It did. It may not show on the chart, but it actually did, guys, because the order was filled. It was filled. The sell order was filled at 0.10 cents. All right, so that's that. We had set a set limit order. I would hope everybody else did. I don't know, I should have mentioned it, I guess, but set a sell limit order is the best thing. So when I came back to my app, I saw it was filled, it was gone, I sold. The other thing I want to mention is Europeans. If you're in Europe, guys, I personally have noticed the European apps are sometimes not so good. And I think everybody in Europe would agree with me, whether it be that they don't have all the stocks or all the ETFs available for Europeans to trade. They don't fill the order sometimes. My brother-in-law, who got also in PEGY, my brother-in-law got in PEGY also, guys. All right, his order didn't fill. He was using Trading 212, which for me is okay, but US apps I think do better. Not everybody has access to US apps, but just in case you're in Europe, be careful, especially, sometimes they don't feel, I don't know why, but they just don't. One of the members said, I sold PEGY, made $800. Thanks for the early morning alert crew. I don't use European apps at all. I could if I want to, but I don't. because I also have US citizenship, so I use the US apps. Okay, so with that out of the way, if you want to join my Patreon and my Discord to be part of a community where everybody helps each other out and share ideas, and I think it's better to trade with when we all put our heads together than just by yourself. I don't know, that's up to you. You can also see what I buy and sell, my alerts and all that stuff. The link to join will be in the comment section below. So guys, the IPO I want to focus on is Viking Holdings Ltd, ticker symbol VIK, as you can see here. If you have traveled with one of their cruise ships, please let us know in the comment section below how your experience was. So this is going public on May 1st, 2024. The IPO price range will be 21 to 25. Looking at Fortune's website, they say cruise operator Viking targets $11 billion valuation. If you look at Reuters, travel firm Viking aims for up to $10.8 billion valuation. And it got me thinking, 10.8 billion valuation. Let's look at the competitors. Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings, ticker symbol NCLH, is trading at 19 bucks. Now mind you this, Viking wants $21 to $25 price range. So Norwegian Cruise Line, guys, NCLH is trading at 19 bucks. Their market cap is $8 billion. And they make a lot more revenue, actually twice that of what Viking made last year. If we look at Carnival Corp, which hurts so much, like I said, I called it at 6 bucks, guys, last year in 2023 in my Discord, and I said it's a buy. Then I sold it at 7, like a dum-dum. Yes, like a dum-dum, because now it's at 15. So that was a big regret.
Yes.
Moderna, e-Termini.
E-Sold. Pumpit.
CCL is the ticker symbol, guys. It has a market cap of $18.9 billion and a hell of a lot more revenue than Viking Holdings. But that doesn't mean Viking Holdings is a bad company. Let's check out something about this company. So Viking Holdings Ltd has filed for a $100 million IPO with the possibility of raising that to up to $500 million. The company operates a fleet of cruise ships and has experienced strong growth and operating profits after the pandemic. Here's one of the ships that they have. They have 90 ships. So they're based in California. They were founded to develop cruise ship offerings for recreational travel and now have over 90 vessels. Management is headed by Chairman and CEO Mr. Torsten Hagen, who has been with the company since 1997, basically since the beginning. And the companies, they offer river cruises, they offer ocean cruises, expedition cruises. They have received so far $100 million from investors, including Viking Capital Limited and CPP Investment. So 92 vessels, guys, all right, 92 vessels. They have served over 650,000 guests. Last year's revenue was about $4.7 billion. We can look at the revenue here. 4.7 billion in 2022, it was 3.1, and in 2021 just $625 million. I think they're making insane growth, guys, in the revenue, and the gross profit went from -87 to 1 billion to 1.8 billion dollars. Operating income, guys, goes from -675, +64, +$818 million. The net income, though, went -$1.8 billion in 2023, and the free cash flow was +$697. To be honest, sort of all over the place when it comes to the some of the financial metrics in this company. So they have $1.3 billion in cash, which is actually pretty cool. Their total liabilities, though, are $11.4 billion, and their free cash flow is -$673 million. Valuation score, guys, I'm going to give it 3 out of 5. Now, on the bottom of the screen, you can see all of the underwriters that are for this IPO. Overall, I think this is a company that shows a lot of promise. Financial metrics are a little bit all over the place. I think that for the price range that they're asking, right, 21 to 25, and looking at the financial data of the company, I'm not saying it's a bad company or that it's a bad long-term investment, but at the current market conditions that we have, if I had to choose a company to invest in the cruise business, I would rather go with, I guess, Carnival Cruise. Yeah, Carnival Cruise. I like Carnival Cruise. Or even Norwegian. Yeah, I'd rather take one of those two. So that's just my opinion, of course. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and I wish you guys all the best. Take care.